Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to a wonderful Thursday afternoon. Time for a 10-minute weekly webinar. Today, we're talking about tracking volume by manufacturer. So, as you can see here, I'm in AccuQuote. I'm in our analytics tab right here. We also have a full list of reports we'll cover on another day, but these are great reports from the standpoint that you can create your own reports and have them delivered to you or anyone else whenever you'd like. But back to the analytics. So just real quick at a high level here, you can pick which period you want to look at, right? I'm looking at last year just because I want a bunch of data to show you all. You can filter by division. Division is something you specify within AccuQuote. It's custom to you. Most of our customers have equipment divisions, control divisions, maybe sheet metal. Some of them have divisions based on geography, and you can also mix those. So you could have Nashville controls, for example, if you wanted. If we drop down a little bit here, you can see we have 995 jobs that we quoted last year. The average job margin is 15%. Everything you're going to see down here is all color coded according to this. So purple, excellent, right? That's a margin, job margin over 30%. From 30 to 15, you go from green to yellow, from 15 to 0, yellow to red, 15 from red to black, blacks, jobs that don't have margin or a negative margin. We've quoted $180 million worth of equipment. Right now I'm looking at quote data. So we just keep dropping down. I can also look at all of the lines that I've won and report on those. So that's very helpful. And then if we just swing back over here, I can look at job data, which is what we're looking at right now. But I can also look at quote group data. A quote group is a logical organization of your quote. So most people that use our system are either quoting by equipment. So I see boiler groups, chiller groups, pumps in a group, or they'll do base bid as a group and have everything inside of that, and then alternate one, alternate two, something like that. So that explains sort of the top here. This is where we're going to be spending a lot of time. As you can see here, right now we're looking at jobs by status, and these are all the statuses. These are also custom to you. So you can see right now I've got 42 jobs that are in budget with a volume of around 29 million. My margin is just below 17 and a half, and I've got about $5 million in profit. So you can see as I mouse over these, I can see exactly what's going on with each one of them. And then just dropping down here below the fold, this is a spreadsheet view of everything that is driving this data up here. But what's really nice is this is your drill down area. Okay, so we will actually slide up here. Right now we're looking at status. You can look at jobs by salesperson very easily, and it works exactly the same, right? So you can see what the margins are by color coding, but you can also see volume of jobs, volume of quoted dollars, the margin and the profit. Estimator, same thing, engineer, division, bidder, and then manufacturer. So this is what we're talking about today. So these are my total jobs by manufacturer. These are in alpha order. One thing I should definitely mention is this is data that is compiled for you to run your business, but without requiring any additional effort by your salespeople, which is so important, right? Because your sales folks have a lot of work to do. They're busy. They got a lot of things they have to do to get a job quoted, get it won, and get it delivered and closed out. So this is all done for you without them doing anything extra. All they have to do is quote. They're just doing their jobs. And in the background, our software is organizing and putting things in buckets, right? So as you can see here, I can just mouse over and I can just mouse over and pick a manufacturer, and you can see, I can see the exact same information, right? With volume of jobs, the volume in dollars, the margin and the profit. Now, what's really nice about this that I like is if you want to see more about, say, let's just pick this one. I picked this because there's a lot of volume here. By the way, this is just test data that we use when validating our system and our new releases. But if I were to click on this, what I'm going to get is a scatter plot that shows volume in dollars on the left-hand axis, and the right-hand axis is when that job was quoted. And what's really nice is you can just mouse over these jobs and you can see like this one right here has a great margin. The reason I know that is because it's purple. This one has a terrible margin. The reason I know that is because it's black. So the color coding really helps, okay, with you being able to spot jobs that you want to know more about, either because they're exceptionally good or exceptionally not good. And then down here, this is all that data. So these are all those jobs, the 67 jobs for BAC, they're all right here. So you can go to each job. These are links, right? You can jump into each job. You can also filter or sort, I should say, by margin. So you can say, what's my best margin job? Here it is at 62.68. This is that purple guy. But what we're telling you right now is who are the salespeople, who's the engineer, who's the project manager, the estimator, what job or division is bidding it, and who are the manufacturers that are on this, right? So we can say we've got service, we've got startup that's going to be quoted here, we've got BAC that we're quoting here. I can also just do this and say, okay, what's my highest profit job? So this one, $2 million of profit, 19% margin. So it doesn't have as high a margin as the other job, but it's worth a lot more to me. So this also gives you the ability to bird dog or target specific jobs that you want to go after, and you make sure that you're going to close them. Last but not least, because I'm coming up on my 10 minutes here, is I want to show you that you have the ability to export all this data. So I can copy this and then paste it into a Word document or PowerPoint if I want. I can also export it to a CSV, an Excel workbook, or as a PDF and then distribute it. So as you can see, tracking your company's volumes and profit by any of these tabs is as easy as coming here, selecting the period you want to look at, and clicking on the right tab. And we will give you the information you need, and then also give you the ability to drive down and get to the details to make sure that you're closing the jobs that are most important that can build a successful year for you. If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to contact me at larry@reportermanagement.com. And I appreciate your time very much.